Is it?
Now
I think it is recording now, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So, so we are proving the second part of the proof. Ax equal to lambda x is a. We have ax equal to lambda x because lambda is an eigenvalue. Okay, and we pre-multiply both sides with adjoint a. Then adjoint a into a is det a into I. Okay, and this I is multiplied with x. So later I divided with lambda. When I divide with lambda, you will get adjoint a into x equal to det a by lambda into ix is x. Okay, so from this, what is your conclusion? Here is this x. Therefore, so adjoint is a matrix. Matrix into a vector equal to some constant multiple of the vector. Therefore, det a by lambda is an eigenvalue of adjoint a. Det a by lambda is an eigenvalue of det a by lambda is an eigenvalue of adjoint a. Okay, that's it. Shall I proceed? If you have any doubt, please ask me because we had a disturbance here. Did you copy?
Yes,
Shall
sir.
I proceed? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So we have so far we proved 12 properties. Okay, so 11, 12 properties. So note down the next property. A and A transpose. A and A transpose have same eigenvalues. A and A transpose have same eigenvalues. How can I prove this result? How eigenvalues are obtained?
Yes.
Okay, so suppose that lambda is an eigenvalue of A. If I can show that the same lambda is also an eigenvalue of A transpose, that will be sufficient, no? Okay. So, and but lambda is an eigenvalue means lambda is a root of the characteristic equation. Okay. So if I can show that A and A transpose are having the same characteristic equation, then the roots will be same. Roots will be same means eigenvalues will be same. Do you agree? So
Yes.
to show that A and A transpose have same eigenvalues, it is sufficient to show that A and A transpose have the same characteristic equation. Okay. So this implies that lambda is a root of the characteristic equation. Det A minus lambda I equal to 0. Okay. Now A minus lambda is a matrix. A minus lambda is a matrix. For the time being, call this matrix as B. When I call this as A minus lambda, I call it as matrix B. Det B means det A minus lambda I. And what is det B transpose? A minus lambda I transpose.
Okay.
Now what do you know the relation between det B and det B transpose?
The same.
These two are same. We know that determinant of a matrix is equal to determinant of its transpose. Therefore, I can write this as A minus lambda I transpose also because both are same. Det B equal to determinant of B transpose. Do you agree? Now you know the properties of transpose also. A plus B whole transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. Ka whole transpose is K into A transpose. Using this properties, can I write it as A transpose minus lambda into I transpose? Can I write like this? What is I transpose?
I.
Now from this, what can you say about lambda? This equation is nothing but characteristic equation of
A.
A transpose. Therefore, lambda is an eigenvalue of A transpose. That is what we want to show, no? We want to show that A and A transpose have same eigenvalues. Did we prove? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
of you understood? So next one.
Yes.
A and P inverse AP. A and P inverse AP have same eigenvalues. Where P is some non-singular matrix. P is some non-singular matrix. Note down. We have to show that A and P inverse AP also having same eigenvalues. Okay. Suppose A is a matrix of order n. Okay. Suppose A is a matrix of order n. Let P be a non-singular matrix. Let P be a non-singular matrix of order n. Let P be a non-singular matrix of order n. Now, how do you show that A and A transpose P inverse AP will have same eigenvalues? So, can you apply a similar technique like this? Previously, I considered characteristic equation of A, and I have shown that that is the same for characteristic equation of A transpose also. So, in a similar way, can you do it? So, which one you want me to consider? So, it is to show that these two are having same eigenvalues. It is sufficient to show that these two are having same characteristic equation. So, you take one characteristic equation of a matrix. You show that the same is true for other matrix also. So which one you want me to start with? Characteristic equation of A or characteristic equation of P inverse AP?
P inverse AP.
Okay.
P inverse.
So consider okay. So let okay. So this before that you may write like this. This implies that P inverse AP is a matrix of order n. P inverse AP is also a matrix of order n. Okay. So let lambda be an eigenvalue of P inverse AP. Okay. So I want to show that then the lambda is also an eigenvalue of A. So then what is the characteristic equation? That means P inverse AP, determinant of P inverse AP minus lambda into I equal to 0. That is the characteristic equation of the matrix P inverse AP. No. Now tell me the next step. What could be the next step? How to simplify? My final aim is, after so many steps, my final aim is to bring to this form a minus lambda equal to 0. So that lambda will be lambda is also an eigenvalue of a. That means to show that P inverse AP and A will have the same eigenvalues. So from this step, how can you bring this equation? From this equation, how can you get this equation? That is my question. Do you follow? Any idea? Any suggestion?
Taking trans.
See, our statement does not contain any transpose, no? Our statement containing inverse and A, inverse of a matrix. Can I rewrite I as some matrix? I think. Okay. Can I rewrite this I as another way?
P inverse P.
That's the point. Can I write it as P inverse P? P inverse P is nothing but I only, no? Okay. Now, will this be sufficient? Or should I make some more modifications? I want to always see this. I want A minus lambda I. That means I want this I also. If you write I as P inverse P, again I missing. How can you include I?
P inverse IP.
That's it. Always work towards aim. Okay. So now what can I do? Can I bring this lambda inside the matrix? Scalar multiple, no? Can I write it as P inverse lambda I into P? Can I write like this? Any objection? Now can I write this as P inverse A minus lambda I into P using distributive law? Okay. P inverse AP, P inverse lambda I P, P inverse lambda I P. Now you know that det AB equal to det A into det B. So using that property, I can write it as det P inverse into det A minus lambda I into det P equal to 0. But what is a det P inverse?
1 by
1
that
by
P.
that P.
1 by det P into determinant of A minus lambda I into det P equal to 0. So from this, what is your conclusion? Determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. We achieved. So from this, what is your conclusion? Lambda is an eigenvalue of A.
P inverse AP.
Already we started with P inverse AP eigenvalue. Okay. I started with the lambda is an eigenvalue of P inverse AP. Now I am showing that lambda is also an eigenvalue of A. That means both A and P inverse AP are having same eigenvalues. Is it okay? Copied. Shall I proceed? Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down the next property. It is going to be the last property for today's class. The eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are, can you guess? The eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are, what are the diagonal elements of a Hermitian matrix?
Real numbers.
So in a similar way, you can expect the eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are real. The eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are real. That does not mean that eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are nothing but diagonal elements. No, that is one result. This is another result. Okay, so don't equate a sentence by sentence, word by word, and therefore diagonal elements equal to eigenvalues. No, that is a property, and that is one property. This is another property. Okay. So how do I start the proof? Suppose
A be a Hermitian matrix.
okay, suppose A is a Hermitian matrix. What is the property of Hermitian matrix?
A power theta equal to A.
A power theta equal to A. What is the definition of A power theta? A bar transpose, right? Let lambda be an eigenvalue of A. Okay, this implies that Ax equal to lambda x for some x not equal to 0. Okay. Now what can I do when Ax equal to lambda x? So I want to show that lambda equal to lambda bar, right? Can I take power theta on both sides? If I take a conjugate transpose on both sides, what do I get? What is Ax power theta? A power theta into x
A
power
power
theta
theta
equal
into
to lambda bar into x power theta. But what is A power theta?
A bar whole transpose.
A power theta is zero only, no?
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Ax to the
There is a
x.
mistake, right? AB whole transpose is B transpose into A transpose. Right. So this has to be x power theta into A bar is equal to lambda bar into x power theta. I agree. Then what you want me to do?
Sir, A bar theta.
Correct. A power theta. But A power theta is nothing but a so is this way of doing is useful for us?
No, sir. How can we eliminate X bar theta?
I'm not telling to eliminate X power theta. I'm just telling I just took power theta on both sides and we got this conclusion, right? So from this, how to proceed further? That is what I'm asking. My aim is to show that the eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are real. Okay. So how can you show that something is real? If its conjugate is itself, then that will be real, right? If I can show that X bar equal to X, then X will be real. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So how can we show that lambda bar equal to lambda for this?
Lambda is a scalar.
Lambda is a scalar, I agree. So from this, what could be the next step is x power theta into a is equal to lambda bar into x power theta. That's all I can tell. Am I right? Right or wrong? Okay, so how to proceed from this? That is what I'm asking you. Can you think of it? Okay. Okay, so please try this proof, and your aim is to show that lambda is real. That means you have to show that lambda bar equal to lambda for somehow. Whenever lambda is an eigenvalue, okay, then you show that lambda bar equal to lambda. That means lambda has to be real, provided A is Hermitian. Okay, so think of it, and if you get the proof, please share with me in the next class.